When you think of golf, you might picture quiet crowds, polite applause, and carefully pressed polos. But then there's John Daly, the golfer who didn't just break the mold, he smashed it with a beer can and a driver. Known as much for his wild lifestyle as his powerful swing, John Daly is one of the most surprising and unforgettable figures in golf history. From shocking tournament wins to gambling losses and outrageous outfits, Daly's story is full of highs and lows and unbelievable moments that made him both loved and controversial. He was born in 1966 in Carmichael, California, but he grew up mostly in Arkansas. He didn't come from a money or country club background, but he did teach himself to play golf with a strong, fast swing that didn't follow the textbook, but it certainly worked. Even early on, he could hit the ball farther than almost anyone. That long drive would become his signature and what made him first noticed. His big break came out of nowhere. In 1991, at just 25 years old, Daly entered the PGA Championship as the ninth alternate, meaning 8 other players had to drop out before they even had a chance to play, or he had a chance to play. But they did. Daly showed up with almost no practice and had never played the course before and actually drove through the night just to possibly play in this tournament. Then he shocked the golf world by winning the PGA Championship. The fans absolutely loved his fearless attitude and boom and drive, and he was nicknamed Long John and became an instant golf superstar. But Daly's success wasn't just about power. He had incredible touch around the greens and just a natural feel for the game. In 1995, he won another major, the Open Championship, this time in Scotland. That win proved he wasn't just a one-hit wonder and he could really compete with the best in the world. And yet, just as his golf career was taking off, Daly's personal life was spinning out of control. John Daly became famous for more than just golf. He drank heavily, gambled millions, and had a long list of run-ins with the press, sponsors, and even other players. He once admitted to losing over $50 million gambling dollars over the years. He'd play slot machines for 24 hours straight or bet thousands on a single spin. He also went through multiple divorces and had issues with his health, and at times it seemed like Daly's wild lifestyle might end his career altogether. And yet, he kept coming back. Fans didn't like him just because he hit the ball far. They liked him because he seemed real. He didn't try to act like a perfect athlete. He wore loud, colorful pants. He smoked cigs on the course. He drank Diet Cokes and ate fast food like McDonald's during tournaments. While other players had teams of trainers and strict routines, Daly just showed up, swung as hard as he could, and he was very different, and a lot of people found that very refreshing. Even when he wasn't winning, Daly kept making headlines. He wrote a tell-all book, recorded a country music album, and launched a line of loud golf clothes. He became more than a golfer. He became a brand. Even had a fan club named Daly Maniacs who would follow him from tournament to tournament. And while he may not have won as many titles as other stars, few players have ever had such a strong connection with the crowd. Now, later in life, Daly's health caught up with him. Years of drinking, smoking, and bad habits took a toll. He had multiple surgeries, including knees and back, and then in 2021, he revealed he had been diagnosed with bladder cancer, though he caught it early. Through it all, Daly kept playing, sometimes on the PGA Tour, sometimes on the Senior Tour, and always with the same wild style. His story isn't a clean, polished sports tale. It's messy, loud, and full of contradictions. He was incredibly talented, yet often self-destructive. He could win a major one year and miss the cut the next. He had one of the most powerful swings in golf history, yet often struggled with his short game and focus. And he broke a lot of rules. He broke down barriers as well. He showed that you didn't have to be rich or polished to make it in professional golf. You just had to be a little fearless and maybe a little lucky. Today, Daly is seen as a legend not just because of what he did on the course, but because of who he was off of it. He never pretended to be somebody he wasn't. He took the hits, made the comebacks, and always did it his way. Love him or not, there's no denying that John Daly changed the game in his own wild, unforgettable style. In a sport known for calm, John Daly brought chaos. In a game that rewards precision, he brought raw power. And in a world that often favors perfection, he became a hero that just completely was an unapologetic human. That's why John Daly will always be remembered not just as a golfer, but as a true original.